Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Brother Khalid here again. First of all, I just want to tell you guys, Jazakallah khairan for the likes and shares. I had said that if we did get enough, that inshallah, I was going to continue with this reversion stories. This is part 2 coming at you. I left off the last story where Ali had left my father's business. It wasn't because of anything I did. He just figured he had better prospects elsewhere. And I still meet this brother from time to time, alhamdulillah, and he still teases me about the fact that I was trying to make him a Christian, and now that I'm a Muslim, alhamdulillah. But so after that, I really have nothing Islamically to report about a very large segment of my life. Got married, got divorced. I was suffering major depression. I'd been on suicide watch 3 times, and then 2 more times while I was a Muslim. It's when you take your shahada, the shaitan, he sees you coming onto the haqq, he throws things at you like you wouldn't believe, but we'll talk about that in another part of the series. However, and then I started to get tattoos during the time of my depression. Now you got to understand, tattoos here are cultural, but my tattoos, they tell a story about my life and cover up some things. I will say that from my youth, I had a very colorful life, surrounded by some really colorful people. And I had some very colorful experiences. You take what you think that means, that's probably what it is. I was not a very nice person. And alhamdulillah, Allah saved me and softened my heart to a lot of things. And, He saved me also from trying to kill myself, so that I'm still able to be here today to talk to you guys. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So, my tattooist was a Muslim. And look, before you guys go off about tattoos are haram, he's very painfully aware that it is haram and his money is not halal. He calls me almost weekly to tell me to make dua for him, I'm going to ask you guys if you can make dua for him, that he comes out of this, because he really doesn't want to do it. He just doesn't know how else to do it. This is a difficult place to survive, just make dua that his taqwa increases. However, during the time of my tattooing, and I'd already received the one on my face, the one that everybody's so anxious about, right? But I was in a bar drinking with my cousins. I can't remember what it was. It was some sort of function. And somebody touched somebody's girlfriend, wife, whatever, you know how it rolls. All that I knew, there was a bunch of us and a bunch of them. Next thing you know, out in the street, there's a brawl of about 35 men. And I got arrested. I was one of the lucky 7 people. I say lucky, you're going to find out why in a minute. I was one of the lucky 7 people that had been arrested. So I'm in the cell. I wake up after I'd been knocked out by the cops with a truncheon to the back of the head. And I have on no shoes. I have on no shirt. And I have on no belt. Because, and don't think about your cells in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, all of these wonderful places. They have wonderful jail cells. Like this is a third world country. Think about what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the guy, and I look up at the wall, and wallahi, I had written my name there about 4 years ago. Then I thought about the amount of times that I had been arrested. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Allah Azza wa Jal really, really, truly saved me from a great many things. It is my belief that if He did not pull me out from the dunya, out from the jahiliyyah, and place me where I was, I wouldn't be with you guys today. I'd be in prison, I'd be dead, I don't know. But alhamdulillah, I'll move along from that. So I'm sitting in there and I'm thinking to myself, boy, you got kids. You can't be doing this for the rest of your life. I was about 32 or 33 at the time. People ask me how long I've been a Muslim. I can't tell you, because during my depression there's big chunks of my life that are still missing, that I don't truly remember. So we went through all of that, and then I'm sitting there in the cell and I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing? So the only thing that I know about Islamic prayer, because the words of my tattooist kept coming back to me, just kept coming back to me, what he was saying. And I needed forgiveness in what he was saying. And he kept telling me, take your shahada, all your sins will be forgiven. Take your shahada, all your sins will be forgiven. And at that point in my life, I needed that. I needed direction. I needed discipline. That's what I got from Islam. Discipline. And I got up onto the mattress a plastic mattress, because it was the only place that was clean. The only thing I knew about Islamic prayer was sujood. I put my head on the ground, onto the front of that mattress. I got into sujood and I said, Allah, if you're ready, I'm ready. That's where I got my Hidayat. I'll never forget that day. Alhamdulillah. So, 12 hours later, they let me go. And I went home. And it was Friday, Jummah, blessed day. And this time I'll get emotional in a minute. I'm going to stop my story right there. But I'd like to say Jazakallah khairan for all of the dua that you guys have been making for me. Please don't forget my friend in your dua, my tattooist, right? Don't forget him in your dua. He really wants to come out. You know, I pray for everything that you pray for me, that it be the same for you, that your families are a blessing to you, you know, that your wives are of coolness to your eyes, that your husbands are coolness to your eyes, that, you know, this dunya is easy for you. I pray that you all die as Muslims. Don't allow shirk or kufr to come into your life, inshallah. But, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. If you do want to hear the rest of the story about what happened to me that Jummah day, because I tell you, from that Jummah day, the shaitan attacked me like you would not believe. And I looked around and I saw that the ummah had big problems. And we need to be the ones that have to address this. As Allah Azza wa Jal said, I will replace you with those whom I love and whom love me. Alhamdulillah. I'm going to go now. Got to go for my daily run. Okay? Talk to you guys soon. Like and share this video if you want to hear part 3. Assalamu alaikum.